It got real quiet up and around the association for quite some time. In fact, seemingly too quiet. Suspiciously quiet. And then Woj comes through and drops one of the biggest Woj bombs ever. Right on top of that silence, it was a Woj nuke. And now Damian Lillard is a Milwaukee Buck. So that might take a minute or two to get used to. But what an amazing day for the Bucks. A truly epic day for my Wisco fam. Great day for the Bucks. Terrible day for the Heat. Sad day for the Blazers. I say sad because Dame clearly wanted to start and end his career there. Just not more than he wanted to win a ring. Clearly, his preference was to win a ring in Portland. But when the Blazers made it clear that they really couldn't or really didn't want to do what was necessary to surround him with the help necessary to get him that ring, then he had to go. I mean, you sure as hell can't blame him for wanting out. He was all in with the Blazers. And while the organization did love him, does love him, and paid him, they were not willing to do what they had to do to make him and themselves legitimate title contenders. So they moved him. And it was the right move. Now, maybe not to his first choice, Miami, but probably to the best choice. If he wants to win a ring, then this is the better move. Milwaukee gives him a better shot than Miami would have. As for Portland, given what they were dealing with, I think the Blazers made out pretty well in this deal. It's just too soon to tell exactly how well because we have to see what they get for Drew Holiday, who you know they will move. And we also have to see how DeAndre Ayton shows up once he gets there, if he's better or worse for that deal. Because clearly the Suns were over him and have been. But so far, so good for Portland. Dame makes out great. I think Portland did well in the deal. And as for Milwaukee, got to give them credit. Credit for listening to your superstar and credit for taking the big swing and getting this done. Giannis has made it very clear that he's in it to win it still. He said out loud on more than one occasion he wants another ring. And if Milwaukee was not going to do everything it could to afford him that opportunity, ultimately he was going to go someplace else and try to get it done. So the Bucks got the message. They went out and they got him what he needed. It's a badass move. A badass move that I think should placate the big fella and possibly make the Bucks the team to beat. If not that, if not overall, then certainly the team to beat in the East. So he gets what he wants. Dame gets what he wants, each other, and a damn good look at the Larry O. I want to say that everybody involved actually made out pretty well. Everybody wins, including the Suns, who are also all about winning it right now. That hasn't changed. But the one team that's not involved, that most people foolishly thought was the only team involved, the Miami Heat, are the big losers here. Not only do they not get a star player who made it abundantly clear that that's where he wanted to be, and they still didn't pull the trigger to go get him, they let him go to one of their best competitors in the East. So one of the teams that they have to go through to get back to the finals just got so much better, and the Heat themselves have done nothing to improve themselves. And how the hell does that happen? Since when does Pat Riley not get what he wants? Since when does Riley not make the big move to put his franchise over the top? Get a grip. Did he just play himself and assume, like all those NBA dopes on the X, that he had all the leverage because Dame made it clear that that's where he wanted to be? I mean, there's no way a guy that sharp thought that his team was the only team in play for Dame, right? So if that's not the case, then what is it? What happened? Did they not have enough assets to make that deal? Did he really think that he had that hammer, only to get worked by the Blazers, who found somebody else to deal with? I don't know. Who knows? But this much I do know. Dame wanted to go there, and if they didn't do everything in their power to get this guy, that is a colossal mistake, because star players do not come free very often. And if a star player goes to the highest rooftop he can find and screams out loud, "I want to play there, I want to be there," and says it over and over again, then you get that deal done. And the Heat didn't. So to me, they're the big losers in all this. And for those of you, another layer, For those of you trying to act or say that Portland did Dame dirty by not giving him exactly what he wanted, they didn't. They didn't at all. They just didn't send him to his preferred destination. But it's not like they sent him to some bottom feeder or a lottery team or Siberia. They sent him to a team that can win it all and win it all right now. They actually did a really nice job of handling that balancing act of taking care of arguably their best player ever, while at the same time doing what was best for the organization. So no, of course they didn't do Dame dirty. Dame is happy. Trailblazer fans should be happy with what they got for him in return. Again, provided they turn Drew Holiday into some more nice assets and Ayton takes his game to the next level. Everybody's happy, right? Not everybody. Let's not get into that just yet. I'll tell you one guy's probably not happy at all. Himmy buckets. And can you blame Himmy? I can't blame Himmy if he is pissed, and I'm sure he is. I do definitely understand why Himmy is put out. I get why he might be calling this highway bleeping robbery. Highway bleeping robbery, yo. You know what a highway bleeping robbery is? The Milwaukee Bucks ripping Dame from you and changing the balance of power in your conference. That's highway bleeping robbery. But again, I know why Himmy's bent. Not because of the $145 that it took to fill up the Bugatti. I'm talking basketball. Himmy knows what's up. He knows that they were a miracle last year, that they were a play-in team that almost didn't even play in, that was up against it, and somehow turned that into a run to the finals. And he knew the chances of that happening again were already pretty low. And then he saw Dame go to Milwaukee, and now he knows the chances of that happening again are pretty much zero. So I could see where he's put out. But not about the Bugatti. No, bro. I don't feel you about how expensive it is to fill up the Bugatti. That I don't feel. I mean, good on you, man. I wish I had one. But I wouldn't be complaining about what it costs to fill it up. Not when the car costs over $1 million. So for Portland, it's the end of an era. But at least Dame went out all class and left you with a song. Because, of course, Dame dropped a track. He dropped a track to commemorate the trade, a track called Farewell. They the ones who chose another mission. They fishing. He's not wrong. This dude, nobody like him. Can't replace him. And I know that he was supposed to be one of the last one franchise superstars in the NBA. And he wanted it that way. But they chose another mission. They gone fishing. My guy did his time in Portland, and he did it better than anybody else. They could never really fully get their act together around him, so now was the time to go. It's fine. I get it. I get it for both sides. They couldn't give him what he needed, so they gave him what he wanted. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be the first to know when we do upload a new video.